I do to sync it up.
It's gonna fall over.
Nabbit, it is. There. There. Okay, so in order to sync it up, the audio and the video, so that I make sure that I'm starting everything at the correct moment, I go, just tell me when you're ready. Okay. We go 3, 2, 1, and that's how you sync up video and audio. Anyways, so yes, hi. Hey there, somebody, how y'all doing? My name is DaTigerSquirrel, and welcome to what is actually a mukbang, even though it seems like we don't have a lot of food here.
It's a lot.
It's enough, okay? It is a lot for both of us. I am here with my awesome friend Reba. We've known each other for like, what, 5 or 6 years now?
I think
It's
so.
been a long
It's been a very long time. I don't know if I want to admit that.
Yeah, no, we're aging ourselves right now. I don't think this is yeah, so anyways, we just grabbed a bunch of food from Sonic, which that was an ordeal in and of itself.
They were out of ketchup.
Yeah.
Who runs out of ketchup? Fast food.
What fast food restaurant runs out of ketchup? I don't know. Them, apparently. But, yeah, so we're going to actually go ahead and I guess I'm going to start. Let's talk about like how we met. I think that's one of the things that we really need to talk about first, is how we met.
That would be working at the tomb.
Mm-hmm.
The weird Egyptian pyramid in the middle of Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, y'all.
Yep.
Just that.
Look it up. It was actually a really fun job. I really did enjoy it, except for when it was like super, super slow.
Yeah. Then you got bored and you twiddled your thumbs. There was only so much in a tomb you can clean.
Yeah, exactly. And like, there were those certain customers that you just...
Especially when, you just opened. Mm-hmm. I ain't awake yet at, 9 o'clock in the morning without
exactly.
coffee.
Who wants to do a freaking Egyptian adventure tomb puzzle at 9 o'clock in the morning, first of all?
Mm-hmm.
So.
And then, of course, the people that came in, like, literally, we close at 10. Oh, we want to come in at 10. And then you have to be there for another 45 minutes.
Yeah, because it takes 45 minutes at least to get through it. I mean, if you're lucky and the people actually know what they're doing. Because basically we were guides. It was basically a 3-room escape room. So like, get through one room. I don't want to like give it away. Is it still open?
It is still open, actually.
Okay.
The Lumberjack, new Lumberjack Theater, Paula D's Lumberjack Theater is literally right in front of it. But it is still open as far as I know. So, I mean, it's basically your team of archaeologists, you got to find your way inside this tomb, and then once you're inside, you get trapped, and you have to find your way back out. This is the main gist of it. Yeah. It takes a lot of teamwork. You can go up to 15 people at a time, including, 16 including the guide.
Right.
So, and the guide's mainly there for comic relief and to help you out.
Yes. Yes. I had a lot of fun doing it because I got to create a character, and I was Dr. Annabelle Watson. And it was so much fun to be working and doing my British accent all day. And I actually convinced a few customers. I think you might be able to remember this one time that I actually even convinced somebody from England that I was from England.
Yeah, I can't remember what part they were from. I think they were from Surrey.
Yeah.
But
and like at the end, like they were asking me like what part of England I was from, and I'm like, I'm actually from North Carolina. Whenever we got done, I was like, yeah.
I have friends from Kent,
Exactly.
so I could have just applied that one, but
exactly. Like usually, whenever if there was kids in the group, I wouldn't reveal that I wasn't actually from England because I feel like, I don't know, it's like Santa being like a mall Santa being like, I'm not really Santa, you know?
No, that doesn't work.
It would devastate them. But yeah, so that's how we met. We met working there, and her boyfriend, who is actually taking care of two child right now.
Yes, my 3-year-old decided he was going to have a late nap tonight and was a pill afterwards. So he decided to take him out for a little energy relief. we'll say that. Hopefully he'll go to bed.
Well, he worked over at Magi Quest, which was across the street, kind of.
It's like diagonal across the street.
Yeah,
diagonal. We can see it from our front.
So he worked at Magi Quest, and the same company that owns the tomb owns Magi Quest, and so whenever they needed people to fill in over at Magi Quest, they would send people from the tomb over there, and so we were trained in both, and I got to use my British accent in both places, and it was fun, and so that's where y'all met.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah. So.
Literally, my first words to him were why he had duct tape all around his shoe. that is how the introduction got done. Just because he came by Tomb, because he had not gone through, and customers were asking about it, so he needed to go through. And I just happened to be one of the greeters outside, and noticed he had duct tape on his shoe, and I had to know why. My curious brain had to know why.
So why did he?
He had a hole in his shoe. He had a hole in his shoe, and he couldn't afford another pair of shoes at that particular moment in time. So
that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. It's like you can't leave us hanging here. Why did he have duct tape? Sorry. I actually did. Actually, earlier this week, and I left my phone over there. Give me just a second. Earlier this week, I asked my viewers to send in questions. We got one question from Christina on Instagram, and then a bunch of questions from my friend Kat on Twitter. So I think we'll start with the ones with Kat, because the one from Christina, I believe, will take us a little bit to talk about.
Okay.
So these are going to be a little bit quicker to go through, although we'll probably go off on tangents, knowing us.
My role is all 11 stories before I come back to the original story I was trying to tell you in the first place.
Exactly. So. Yeah. I mean, I'm the same way. I think that's one of the reasons why we get along. So we understand. We're eventually going to get back to it. You just got to give us a while.
And everything's going to link up somehow, somewhere at the end of the story. So.
Exactly. So the first question that Kat asked was, if you had to choose one famous person, YouTuber or celebrity, or celebrity, to record a video with or hang out with, who would you choose?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Because besides this is kind of my first real introduction into YouTube. So I mean, like, besides obviously watching her videos and like Jenna Marbles and stuff like that, I really don't know a lot of YouTubers. So
you can choose Jenna. I'll let you have Jenna.
Actually, there's a YouTuber named Daniel Henderson from Glasgow, Scotland. I'm really sorry if I butchered that.
Glasgow?
Yeah.
One of the
anyway, he does a lot of body positivity videos, and besides his eyes being completely and utterly dreamy, he actually seems like a really, really cool person to hang out with. Like, a lot of the stuff he's been able to do over the time. He actually came to the U.S. He did a couple stops. I can't remember where they were. I think one of them was in Colorado and a couple of other different ones. But he does a lot of traveling, and he seems like a really, really cool, fun person. So I would say if I had to pick a YouTuber, that would be it.
Alright, what about celebrity? Or just in general, like a singer, actor, anything.
I'm in love with Orlando Bloom. Don't tell my boyfriend.
I'd say I don't tell him about Daniel either.
Yeah, no. It's kind of an unspoken rule. You're never going to meet the celebrities anyway. So if you got a crush on one, go ahead. I don't care. So it's kind of one of those things where, Orlando Bloom would be my celebrity, my male celebrity. If I had to pick a female celebrity, it probably would have to be like Emma Watson or Keira Knightley.
Yeah.
Or Maggie Smith.
That's true. See, there's like all kinds of people that, like as far as celebrities go, that I would love to hang out with. And so, me being a YouTuber, I'm going to stick with like who would I like to record a video with. As far as a YouTuber, good lord, there's like, it's hard. It's hard to choose just one. I'm trying to think of who I would collab well with. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and say Dan and Phil, even though that's two people. I feel like they're a package deal.
They are very much a package deal.
They're very much a package
I
deal.
have seen their videos. Otherwise, Markiplier would be funny.
Yeah, Markiplier would be funny. The only thing is though, like Mark does gaming videos, and so it's hard to like collab with somebody with doing a gaming video without like playing a game together. And
I'm sure there's plenty we could find.
there's other stuff that we could. Well, there's other stuff. I mean, we could do skits and that kind of stuff because I think he would be funny in some of my skits.
I don't know that's true.
But I think it would be super fun to record a video with Dan and Phil. Because we do the same kind of stuff, and we're kind of, I don't know, we're kind of on the same page as far as like creativity and what we like to do. So that would be the YouTuber, and then the celebrity. Lord, who would I pick? Adele.
You and Adele have to do a duet together.
You wouldn't
is
be
the
able to
ultimate
tell
thing.
who is who. Is this? This is like no. This is a no. This is like I don't know.
But that would be the fun part.
Yeah.
That would be really fun.
Yeah, and we could even like sing and the other person move their lips and we just have no idea who's actually singing. Mix it up the entire time. Okay, those are good. Alright, so the next question that she had was if X is the square root of a watermelon, how many days does it take for a window to break?
7.
I would say 42 because the answer to life, everything in the universe is 42. So I'd say 42. But she says
The only thing that popped into my head at the time was the ring. So
tell us down in the comments below who you think is right. You think it's 42? You think it's 7?
right.
Tell us.
Sorry,
in the
my
comments.
legs cramping up, so I had to move.
Alright, so next one's going to be favorite song, music genre, and musical artist. So this is going to be difficult for me as far as the first one goes, favorite song, because it changes
Yes.
so often.
Mine definitely does change, and music genre for me depends on the mood that I'm in for the day
Right?
or
Yeah.
the hour.
So let's talk about like recently, like right now. What is your favorite song to listen to? What song would be on repeat in your car?
There's a new Coldplay song.
There is.
It's I think I got the band right. I really hope I got the band right because I had to look it up the other day anyway. It was I Want Something Just Like This is the name of the song.
Something just like this. Yeah. I've heard that.
I'm pretty sure that's Coldplay. So
It's Coldplay.
that-
It's and Chainsmokers. So
yeah. That would actually be my new favorite song of the time right now.
That's a good one. That's a really good one. Mine would be a tie between "Boot Up" by Ella Mai or Avril Lavigne's new song.
I don't think I've heard that one.
You haven't heard Avril Lavigne's? I'll play it for you after because I don't want to get copyright
Yeah,
strikes.
No.
But I will
Let's not
play
do
it for
that.
you. Yeah, Avril Lavigne's new song. It's called "Head Above Water," and she's written it. She actually contracted Lyme disease, and so she was like it was bad. She was like feeling like she was on her deathbed, and wrote this song, and because she said she felt like she was drowning, and so she wrote this, and grew stronger. Her relationship with God, and it's so cool. Like the story behind it and why she wrote it and that kind of stuff. So anyway, so that's tie between those two. Musical genre, typically I really like alternative lately. I have listened to a lot of alternative, like Grandson, I'm trying to think of a couple other artists, Muse, Dennis Lloyd, like a bunch of like alternative artists. Like if you go on Spotify and look up the alternative beats playlist, that's what I'm listening to a lot right now. So that would be musical genre. So what would you say about genre like right now?
Right now, honestly, the country station is more on my list more often than not. If you get in my car and turn it on, that's what's on. And so I would say that is it for now. My all-time like go-to is kind of similar to yours, is alternative. Like I like a lot of Shinedown, and everybody hates this band, but I love this band because I grew up with this band, Nickelback. I don't know why everybody hates them, but
fan.
yeah. That was awkward.
Anyway, it's about
But yeah, there's a lot of that type. Skillet, I love Skillet. So
yeah. So let's talk about what we're eating too. I got the junior cheeseburger thing, but I got with no cheese because lactose intolerance. Yay!
we're all gonna grilled cheese.
Yeah, so
I would have killed you, and I got mozzarella sticks, y'all. I'm a cheesehead. I cannot help this.
I love cheese, but like I can't eat a lot of it anymore. Like, and it sucks. Like earlier, I got cheesy tots from Burger King, and I would just say I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle it.
No regrets though. No regrets.
No, absolutely not. And so I got the tater tots, and as we said, they were out of ketchup, so we got barbecue, and I've got honey mustard. I did mine in, and did you see that?
What?
What's our diets going out the window?
Oh yeah. What diet?
I was trying my best to be good, and this is just whatever. It's one of those weekends where it's like, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think we should kind of mention where we're at too, because
we're in a hotel.
We are in a hotel. I am remodeling my bathroom, so right now I have none. It is gutted to the studs. So when she told us she was finally coming up to visit, I just rented a hotel room for the weekend, and it's been, we've been working on it, but we have full-time jobs. It does not work out so well for us to do a renovation on top of a full-time job.
Exactly.
But hopefully it'll be done before wintertime.
Yeah.
I really don't want the pipes to bust.
Oh God, yeah, that was horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely horrible.
Steel pipes, very old houses. My house was built in 1948, so we just bought it like last September.
Knoxville, Tennessee.
Right? Actually, no, last August. I'm sorry. We closed on the 11th of August last year. So yeah, that was mainly it. So yeah, we're in a hotel room. No, it's not weird. I promise.
Yeah, nothing weird. There's 2 beds. We're just centered on one, okay?
Yeah.
But you can see the other bed. There's another bed.
That's the bed my child has trashed for the time being, so it's not in the camera shot.
So we actually didn't go back. Musical artist. I mean, it's always going to be Adele for me. Always. Like that's never going to change. Regardless of whether she releases new music or not, it's always going to be Adele for me. And for like several reasons. Like I came upon her 5 o'clock in the morning one weekend. Like it was one of those nights I couldn't sleep. And this was back when we actually had satellite at my house. I was watching VH1, the music videos that come on like early in the morning, and Rolling in the Deep came on. And I immediately adored her because plus size, she's plus size.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking love that. She's got such a powerful voice, and I like that as well. And, I've been singing for so long, and my favorite stuff to sing is that soulful, powerful music. So for her to, tick all those boxes, and she's British. I mean, that's just the cherry on top. But she's an amazing person and an amazing artist, and she's always going to be my favorite. Always. So, who would you say is your favorite?
I know a song that I really, really like that doesn't matter how many years have gone by since the song was put out. I always love it. Is Brian Adams and Everything I Do.
Oh my gosh.
So, I mean, like, that song never gets old for me no matter how many times I hear it. And I will say that I might or might not cry sometimes when I listen to it, depends on my mood. Just because it's a really good song. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I would say that that's one of my favorite artists. I mean, if not for just that one song alone. I mean, his other songs are good too, but just that one, it hits home. And the whole reason I even knew of that song was due to Robin Hood with Kevin Costner, one of my favorite all-time movies.
Okay.
So, yeah, that was the ending theme song, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
the credits song or whatever.
Yeah. So, yeah, there you go.
Okay. This is a good one.
Oh,
She
gosh.
didn't even know. She did not even know how much that you love this. Okay.
Oh, God.
And she said, if you had a pet dragon, what would you call it? That's just crazy though, Kat, that you asked that question because fantasy nerds.
Yes.
Like, you probably knew it a little bit about me, but I don't like talk about it a lot. But
I'm
one.
a shameless fantasy nerd, actually. My house is Skyrim themed, so we'll start with that. I have a ton of dragon statues, actually.
have you named them?
I have.
Oh,
Actually.
okay. Tell us their names then.
I think I have the black one's my favorite that I have. Obviously, I wish I had. He's packed up right now. His name is Maverick.
Okay.
Then I have Yannick, Ulrich. A lot of them are Ix. Let's see. Gosh, I don't know if I remember half of them anymore. A lot of them have gotten broken over the years because I started collecting them when I was in high school from a shop up in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, called Glass Blower. No, it's not. I don't remember the shop name now. It's been forever since I've been up to Gatlinburg. I steer very clear of the city anymore. Too much traffic.
Yes.
I work in Pigeon Forge. I don't need any more
Tourist.
traffic. Yeah.
So those are 3. Let's see. I'm trying to think because like I want to say Valen, but that's usually the name that I use for my Skyrim character, and so it'd be just very weird for her to name a dragon after herself.
Right.
But that's the only thing that I can think of. Maybe Valak? No, that's too close to something else. I don't know. I'll have to think about it, and I'll tweet it later because I can't think right now.
I know there was a book series called, there was a point fantasy book series called Dealing with Dragons. Dealing with Dragons was the first one of the series. I think it's actually called something else. But there's a little golden lizard in one of those 4 books that they put out named Zeus, is S-U-Z. So and he's got an attitude from Hades, so I've always liked that name. God, there's probably a whole lot that I've written in short stories and stuff like that over the years, so
Yeah.
nothing's coming to mind. So I'm having a mind block.
Let's do this. Okay. So I'm cheating a little bit. Ooh, I like that one. Zanzi.
Zanzi.
That's what I named my dragon. According to this random name generator. Anyways. But yeah, that's the only thing that I can think of right now is that one. Yeah.
Maverick's probably one of my favorite
Yeah.
names so far.
Favorite animal apart from tiger squirrels. I could be boring and say dog, but hedgehog. They're so cute. I want one.
Yeah, they roll up into a spiky bit.
I know. Oh my gosh, have you seen Mr. Pokey the hedgehog? Gosh, I'll have to send you pictures. It's adorable.
Well, anybody that knows me knows my favorite animals are horses.
Yep.
Without a doubt. So that's obviously my number one answer. But if I had to go for something a little bit more exotic, that would be ferrets. I used to have two. I named them Sansa and Arya. Yes, Game of Thrones fan as well. And so I had to give them up when I got pregnant because their smell never bothered me beforehand, but it did afterwards.
And also, ferrets aren't really that good with kids, are they?
No, I mean, honestly, those two probably would have been, but just for safety's sake, since it was my first child and I did not know how the ferrets would react, and I also did not want my child hurting the ferrets.
Right.
I gave them to a home that had like 4 other ferrets. So they went to a good place.
Oh. Good. So, okay, so the last question from Kat is, she wants us to say our favorite thing about each other.
Why are you making me pick these hard stuff? Like,
This is the questions that Kat has sent it. Blame Kat. You can blame Kat. Just blame Kat. I know my favorite thing about you is your straightforwardness. Like how, this girl does not beat around the bush. If she wants you to know something, she will tell you. If she does not approve of who you are dating, she will tell you. Which I should have listened to her with certain guy.
I am an Aries, so I'm
Yeah.
a very blunt personality. But I mean, if I like somebody obviously enough, if they're my friends or my family, I actually try very hard not to be over the top blunt.
Yeah.
Because I really I try to spare their feelings, even though I probably really should.
Yeah.
Just because
True.
I don't want to lie, but I don't want to necessarily tell the truth either. So
That is true.
but
We're all waiting patiently.
I know, right? I would say your honest loyalty to the friends and the family members that you have, even when you shouldn't be.
Yeah, that's true. I do have a
Because-
bad habit of being loyal to people who do not treat me with the same respect.
Exactly. And I mean, it really doesn't matter that we're a whole state apart.
Yep.
We're still friends, still
Yep.
talk.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, we talk on the phone as often as we can.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I'm not absolutely exhausted and you're not absolutely exhausted or really busy. So we try our hardest to stay in touch, which is good, and I'm glad, and she wants me to move back here.
Guilty as charged on that
Which
one.
I'm not averse to, but I'll talk to you about it later. It's jobs, money, that kind of stuff is always going to be the issue. It's always going to be the issue.
I mean, everybody thinks that Superior County, even though technically we're in Knox County right now, obviously, but Superior County is really easy to find jobs and all that. It is during certain times of the year, and then you hit wintertime, and everybody either lays you off or you're lucky enough to have a job that gives you the hours that you need.
Yeah.
But certain jobs don't pay the amount of money that you need for the living expenses of Superior County, which are astronomical.
Yeah.
And then, if you're not getting the wage, you're not getting the hours.
Yeah.
I mean, town just pretty much bottoms out during the winter. So, it's if you haven't saved up enough money to pay your bills throughout the wintertime, you're screwed. Just
Yeah. I would definitely agree with that.
so, next question.
Alright, so we're going to move on to the question from Christina, because I think that's all. Yeah, that's all from Kat. The one from Christina, she wants to know, what is the weirdest thing that's happened while y'all were together?
Oh Lord, I don't know.
I can't think of a weird one, but I can think of a scary one.
Okay, go with the scary one and refresh my memory, please.
The break-in.
Oh yeah.
The break-in of the apartment.
So yeah, that was freaky. Like, okay, so I wear contacts, and at the time I had them out, and we had a first floor apartment when we first met, and apparently someone at some point in time had broken into our patio door.
Yeah.
So
It was actually that we had a few friends over the night before, I believe, yeah, and I can't remember his name. Your ex.
yeah, we had
We won't even mention his name.
yeah, no.
Your ex had stayed over, and he was sleeping on our sofa.
yeah.
And the sofa, like the living room, was right off of where the patio door was. Well, apparently, whenever we went like outside, because I think one person went out to smoke or something like that.
Yeah.
Do I remember that correct? I don't know why we went outside, but anyways, apparently we didn't lock the door back.
Yeah, no.
And
that
so
was a mistake.
the next morning, I woke up wanting my laptop, and it was in the living room. And so I went out, and I noticed my laptop wasn't there, and then I kept looking around, and I saw that my PlayStation wasn't there either. And I called for you to wake up, and you came in there, and we woke him up too, because he was just laying right there.
How in the world he slept through all that, I really don't understand. And well, the scary part for me was that I actually came out, it was just getting light outside. I had come out of my room to go to the bathroom, and because I am severely nearsighted without my contacts or my glasses, he was probably actually in the house at that point in time, because I thought I saw a weird shadow somewhere in the living room, but and I thought there was more light coming in at the time, but because I'm so blind and I was half asleep, I didn't think anything of it. I mean,
Yeah,
we lived in this apartment for months and nobody had done anything.
Because our friend was there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sitting here going, I've got friends that's sleeping on the couch, so I really didn't think about it. I went back to bed. That was the scariest part, is I went back to bed when this person was probably in our apartment.
Yeah, and he took my laptop, he took my PlayStation, and he took the cash out of my wallet that I had for the rent.
Yep, and a couple of our controllers too at the
Yeah.
time. He missed getting my PlayStation, but I think he was in the process, because my PlayStation was half unplugged at the time. So
Yeah, no, I remember that now.
So yeah.
That was pretty scary, and you could see the footprints too in the carpet, and you could see it in the dirt outside, outside of our patio. And it turned out it was a teenager that
lived in the apartment
complex, and he was trying to get money for drugs.
Yep. And he had actually, so if we would have been on the second floor, we were not going to be any safer, because he actually got a ladder that was big enough to fit onto one of the balconies of the second floor, and actually scaled on the second floor.
That's how he got caught, because he left the ladder there, and the ladder had his fingerprints on it.
Yeah. So they recovered their laptop though.
Yeah, they did
the police recovered her laptop.
They never recovered the PlayStation.
Yeah, they never recovered the PlayStation.
So my save file was Skyrim on there with who knows how long of time.
Yeah.
Gone. Just gone. So that was entirely way scary.
Yeah.
So.
Plus, having to come up with the amount of money to replace what got stolen out of her wallet, and stuff like
so
that.
Quickly.
It was that was probably one of the moments that, besides obviously my school, that made me realize that I wanted to actually be a police officer, because I wanted to be able to help more in situations like that. As a citizen, you're kind of powerless a little bit. So,
especially in our situation where we were living in an apartment complex and it wasn't a house.
Right.
Because if it was a house, we'd have an alarm system if we were able to, you know?
Yeah, the alarm systems I want are way too expensive for me right now. But they will have one. And my house has like a lot of floodlights that are motion censored, and I have a German Shepherd. So,
And
he
this
will-
particular apartment, we weren't allowed to have pets. We had pets, but we weren't allowed to have
yeah.
pets. We weren't supposed to have
We
pets.
were not supposed to have pets, but she had a rabbit and I had my ferret. So,
The reason why we got kicked out of that apartment, but we
we will go there.
You have no proof. Oh shit, they only have video proof.
No.
Dang it.
It's okay.
Anyway, so then another story that I wanted to mention was me throwing that surprise party.
Yes, that was like very easily the best. That was the best, like, birthday I've had in a very, very long time. I mean, I really can't say that, you know, the ones in my childhood weren't awesome because they were awesome at the time.
Right.
But no, I mean, in my adult life, I really don't get to celebrate my birthday anymore because half the time I work or, you know, whatever, and half the time I don't care anymore either.
It was really, really difficult to plan too, because you wanted to go to that movie.
Yes, I was really disappointed.
Super bad.
Like, I was really disappointed, y'all.
And I was like, no, maybe, you know, y'all should come home. Because you were out with, who was it that actually, was it Amanda?
Yeah.
Yeah. You and Amanda were like out, and I was like, okay, you have to like keep her out until such and such time. Like,
Yeah.
we have to wait. And so, like, she was like, oh, I want to go see this movie. I'm like, no, I was like, I have a card for you at the house, and I want you to come open it first. And she's like, oh, fine. And so I was like, you know, whatever. And so she came in, and it was me, Isaac,
Little Jake Fitzharris.
yeah,
And then Amanda. Was Amanda's boyfriend
yeah,
there too?
Yeah.
It's now her husband, but yeah.
and
That's why there was one more person.
Yeah, there was somebody else there. Who was there? I can't remember.
I don't remember either.
Was it your ex?
No. Let's clarify, that the ex was over, but it was we were trying to be friends
Yeah.
moment, and yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember who else it was. If you watch this video and we forgot you, I'm so sorry.
Right.
But those are the people that we remember.
It's been a while.
It's been a long time.
while. I've slept since then.
Yeah, exactly. I slept a lot since then, but you know, never enough.
Oh no, definitely not.
But yeah, and so we went to the arcade. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we came back and we played, what was it called? King's Cup is one of the names for it. But it was, Circle of Death? Is that what it's called?
Well, is that the one that my British friend told me about?
No, it's the one where you have the can of whatever alcohol in the middle and you put the ring of cards around it, and every card stands for something, and then whenever you're done you put like under the tab, and whoever's card breaks the tab.
Okay, yeah, I cannot remember. I want to say Circle of Death. Everybody had their their drink of choice, so either like beer, and yes, everybody was over 21.
Yes.
So, but like a beer or wine or some type of drink of their choice to drink.
I had the Bud Light Strawberry. I remember vividly.
Yeah, I think I had some Smirnoffs, but I don't remember what flavor.
Yeah.
But it's something to do with you have to
Look it up.
add up to a certain number.
It's a drinking game.
Yeah.
And like you put it like a deck of cards around the can and the set. We're not condoning underage drinking, okay? Anyways, so I mean, you could even do this with soda. You could do it like or King's Cup is actually a better way to play it, where if you can't drink alcohol, you can play King's Cup instead, because you can add like different, like every time that you draw a card, you have to put part of your drink into the cup, and so they have to drink, whoever like fails whatever has to drink like the contents of the glass.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that sounds gross.
But yeah, every card stood for something. Like 7 was heaven, like point to heaven, and so everybody like had to point up, and whoever the last person was to point up had to drink.
Yeah.
There's
I
the
can't
thumb
remember.
one. I can't remember which one it was, but which number it was, but thumb power, I think is what it was called.
Yeah, and you had to put your
if
thumb on the table.
If somebody put their thumb down, like whoever drew that card had thumb power, until like somebody else drew that card, that same
Yeah,
card.
and they could literally put their thumb down on the table at any time, and you had to be paying attention. And the last person to realize that thumbs were down on the tables was the drinker.
Yeah.
So
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun that
yeah,
day.
that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was like one of my favorite memories.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
But yeah, we had some good times when we lived together, and I want to try to get out here, at least to live for like a year or so again, you know.
Yeah.
But money.
Yeah.
But money. So yeah, we do have dessert, but actually we're running up on over 40 minutes now, so I think we'll probably end this one here, and maybe we'll record another video sometime whenever I come visit again.
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
It would
I
be.
like this. It was fun.
Yeah.
She thought she was gonna
Hopefully
be super
next time
awkward.
it'll be at my house. So.
Yeah. She thought it was gonna be super awkward. I told her it was
No.
gonna be fine. See, I told you it was fine. It's just
Yes.
sitting here talking about, you know.
Well, I'm an awkward
experiences.
turtle person, so you know, it's not easy for me.
Thank you. Thank you. For
You're
being
welcome.
here. Thank you. And thank you all for your questions. Thank you, Kat. Thank you, Christina. I appreciate both of you very much. This is going to be it for this video. I'm going to do my regular outro, maybe. I'll try if my brain wants to work right now. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. If you liked it, hit that like button. Give me a thumbs up. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing with your life? Subscribe to me. We have so much fun. That's going to be it from me. And as always, remember, Lexi loves you. Bye.
See you guys.